Palawan in the Philippines, one of the world's most beautiful islands. And here is the Underground River, the World UNESCO Heritage Site. And I travelled from Puerto Princesa to see it. I wanted to see how much money I could save, but in doing so, I also discovered a lot of other benefits as well. So if you're thinking of visiting the Underground River, keep watching if you want to save time and money and make your visit a 5-star experience. I'm Jeff, by the way. Let's go. So what do people say about the Palawan Underground River, the subterranean river? I was looking at some of the reviews on the internet from a couple of sites, a couple of well-known travelling sites. Most of them are 5-star. Most of the reviews are positive and people took something from their visit. But I'll just read you some of them. I flicked to the 1-star reviews, and I'll just read some of them out here. Waiting. More waiting than an extra wait. Next one. It's a long drive from Puerto Princesa to enjoy 20-minute boat ride. You spend the entire day waiting around. Another one. Tourist trap. Takes a whole day for 35 minutes in the cave to actually see something. And the last one, this is going to be my favourite. It's just a cave. It's just a cave. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It has been since 1999. Most of the reviews are positive. Most of them are 5-star. They come up with things like positive, it's amazing, interesting, spectacular, impressive, really glad they made the effort. One of the 7 natural wonders of the world. I don't think I went on a particularly busy day. I started my trip at 8 a.m. in the morning, just a short walk down from the hotel, and I'd actually finished my trip, or came out the cave at 9:40 a.m. 1 hour 40 minutes later, and I'd had a fantastic experience, a really positive experience, and I shall certainly be giving it a 5-star review. And finishing that early in the morning, it allowed me to relax for the rest of the day and explore some of the areas around Sabang. And I saw more wildlife in 2 days in Sabang than I've seen in my whole time in the Philippines. There was lots to see. That's in my next video. I started my day in Sabang. That was the trick, I think. That was the trick to beat the crowds anyway. I travelled the day before, and I'll leave a link for that video on how I made my own way there from Puerto Princesa. I was able to get up in a relaxed frame of mind, walk down to the seafront, which is only 10 minutes from the hotel. There was no fuss, there was no queues, there was no stress, and I walked straight in the information centre, got my ticket and straight onto the boat. So early morning seems to work so far, no crowds here, but look at the seats. The crowds must get busy later. Sea's a little bit choppy, but my boats are waiting and I must go. There we are, dropped off at the beach. Now it looks like a small walk through the forest to get to the entrance of the cave. Oh, looks like we're going to put a helmet on.
Kind of scenario. We're in our short shorts. We got a little construction hat right now.
Well, here I am, fully booted and suited. Helmet, jacket, audio device with the earpiece in my ear. They're all compulsory. The audio device is not something I'd normally do, to be honest with you. But on this occasion, I found it informative. It was funny at times. And I thought, after I'd left, I thought it was essential because there's no talking inside the cave. And you need the audio device to get the backstory of the names and the history. It's got all the names of the rock formations. So yeah, it was very useful indeed. Are you scared of bats? Because even at the entrance you can see one or two bats, or in some cases birds here, but inside there's thousands of bats. I know some people are scared of bats, but if you hang around I'll give you my views on the bats in a few moments time. Then as you go through the cave, the voice in your earpiece from the audio device gives you the names of the rock formations, and the guide in perfect timing shines his torch and to indicate which rock's been talked about. I must admit, you do have to have a bit of imagination when you're looking at the rock formations. It does make it interesting, but you do have to have a little bit of imagination. It's a bit like cloud watching, and you can see shapes in the clouds, but you have to have a little bit of imagination. But it's good, it's very good. The rock formations have all been named very thoughtfully actually. In the large cavern, which they've named the cathedral, the rock formations there, they're named Mama Mary, the Last Supper, there's the candle, there's Jesus, and there's others with a religious theme to them. It's all thoughtfully done and well done, and as the name comes through on your audio device, the guide at the back of the boat shines his torch on the rock formation, so you know exactly what he's been done. The timing is perfect. Then you move from the cathedral into the market, and in the market it's all fruit and veg. So the rock formations are all reminiscent of fruit and veg. So just past some cloves of garlic. What could that be? Chinese cabbage maybe? Use of a little bit of imagination. Mushrooms. Let's see what else you have. See what you can pick out. What's that one? Not sure about that one. It's all on the audio device. That let me know. Radishes or carrots. It's all very clever the way it's done. been very thoughtfully thought out. There are bats everywhere throughout the cave system. Are they dangerous? Certainly not. I know some people are afraid of bats. I've heard of people asking me if they're safe, and I've seen other bloggers making a lot of fuss about the bats. But there's 8 different breeds of bats in this cave system, or thought to be 8 different breeds of bats in this cave system, and they're insectivores. They eat insects. Their superpower is that they can fly in perfect darkness using echolocation, which is so good that they can catch insects mid-flight. So, unless you are the size of a mosquito or you look like an insect, you are going to be perfectly safe. They won't crash into you. But, as a little warning, do you wear your helmet to keep your hair clean and keep your head safe, and keep your mouth closed when you look up, because as the drips you catch might not be what you thought it is.
Thank you for coming once again. Anyway, so good morning everyone. Yeah. There's a lot of fish, big fish, but it's not allowed to fishing, because that is.
When I left the cave, it was 9:40 a.m. There'd only been us and one other boat in the cave at the time, and it was nice and calm and serene. But as I got out, I could see that it was definitely getting busier, even at this early time in the morning. And back at Sabang, back in the town, there was definitely a difference. I felt quite relieved that I had gone so early. But let's just discuss the cost of visiting the Underground River. So if you choose a tour operator, whether it be the hotel in Puerto Princesa or online, you can pay up to 2,600 pesos. If you choose to travel independently, like I did, then the price will be far less and you can make significant savings, especially if you're traveling in a group. Did I mention it was my birthday? How could I have forgotten? Well, it is. I've just had a perfect day, and what better way to finish it off than to have a quiet meal and a few drinks with my family. I've saved my only card and my only present. Let me know in the comment section below if you visited the Underground River. If you found this video interesting and managed to beat the crowds and save yourself some money. But for now, happy birthday to me and good night.